What is the secret funding source that Ray Kroc, Walt Disney, and Jimmy Pattison used to grow their business? Find out in today's episode. In this episode, we're going to talk about the secret funding source successful business owners use and the super wealthy use for hundreds of years. A source where business owners can use this to finance opportunities, to build their businesses, to purchase equipment, to invest in other operations or other needs, to help kids and other family members create opportunities in their life. A place where there's no barriers, a place where there are no restrictions. There's no credit checks, there's no proof of income, there's no qualification process that we all go through when we need money. And do you know what this secret source is? It kind of blew my mind. It's the reason why I'm actually standing here today after 10 years of learning this. It happens to be dividend-paying whole life insurance. Where you hear the word life insurance, you want to run away. But when I actually investigated this myself with my wife, we were blown away that these wealthy people have been using it so long, this secret funding source. So who are these successful business owners who have been using whole life as a secret funding source? It blew my mind. We all know Disney World in 1971. Disney World started here in Orlando. Walt Disney, when he first set up Disneyland over in LA in '55, I believe, he didn't have the capital to do that. Luckily, he had whole life insurance that he was able to leverage to help him buy the land to start Disneyland. That's amazing when you think about it. J.C. Penney in the class of '29, with his policy, he was able to continue on with his business. The list goes on from Kiyosaki, in terms of financing real estate, to the banks. There's a book called Pirates of Manhattan, written by James Dyke, that talks about the banks and how much of their assets are in dividend-paying whole life insurance. It's called their Tier 1 capital. And what goes in their Tier 1 capital? Gold, silver, cash, and dividend-paying whole life insurance. And what do the banks use it for? They call it BOLI, bank-owned life insurance. They use it to fund their pensions, and they take it out on their top executives. So that's what they use it for. The list goes on and on. Jimmy Pattison used his whole life policy to start his first car dealership on Cambie and 18th in Vancouver. In a folder here, I have a Jimmy Pattison testimonial talking about the benefits of whole life and how it helped him start his business. And if he hadn't had it, he would not be able to have done what he's done. And another great example of a successful business owner was Ray Kroc with McDonald's, using it to cover the salary of key employees in the early years when he couldn't afford to pay them. He was able to use his whole life policy to help the business grow and to obviously keep the employees happy and keep the business operational. Was another huge benefit that he had in his life using his whole life insurance policy. For Michelle and I, when we first learned about this, it blew our minds thinking, wow, this is an amazing lending source that we can utilize. What can we start to use it for? Well, we heard our story. We started using it to pay out all the debt that we have and start building it in our business so we could buy equipment and other needs in our business. And personally to fund things that we did at our home, renovations, and to fund our child's education, his private school. So we talk about the secret funding source as an amazing living benefit to utilize for anything that comes up. It's infinite in terms of your mind and what you could utilize this for, from buying cars, to helping kids go to school, to investing in businesses, to buying real estate, to paying debt down. Again, use your imagination. It's an amazing funding source that I believe everyone should have. We have clients and grandparents calling us up, hey Stephen, you've got to get my son or daughter or my grandchild on board with us. This is an amazing educational tool also for our kids to learn throughout their life to fund their financing needs. Hey, we all have to reside our money somewhere. Where do you want to reside your money to then allow you to use it and not interrupt the growth? This is an incredible tool to do that in. If you'd like to learn more about this powerful lending source that's no longer a secret and how the flexibility and opportunity that whole life creates, please click the link below to set up a free 30-minute consult with me so we can start to set up the motion to help you incorporate this in your life.